In our modern world, there's a constant background noise of traffic, aircraft, music and conversation. So it's a rare thing to find silence in our lives today, let alone silence that can be shared with thousands of others as we've just experienced. The 2-minute silence began as an idea in Cape Town, South Africa, which King George V then urged people across the Commonwealth to adopt from 1919 on the first anniversary of the signing of the armistice at the end of World War I. He wrote, "I believe that we shall all gladly interrupt our business and pleasure, whatever it may be, and unite in this simple service of silence and remembrance." Although there are familiar words that go with the silence, it is the actual 2 minutes of silence itself which is the most profound moment of remembrance. Why? Well, perhaps because there are no words that can truly express how we feel when confronted with the horror of war. No words to express our gratitude to those who have given their lives in the cause of freedom. No words to express the depth of our longing and our continued prayers for peace in the world today. In the language of faith, we might say that it's in silence that we encounter God most profoundly, the God who brings peace into our hearts and who holds those whom we've lost in the palm of his hand. But whether we have faith or not, silence can be the only appropriate response when we face those things that are simply too big for words. At times of great emotion, we don't need to say anything at all. Silence expands to receive that which we carry in our hearts. All we can do is sit with one another in silence, perhaps holding a hand or shedding a tear, just being together. Language fails us, and trying to find words is futile, and we discover, in the words of the 19th century historian and writer Thomas Carlyle, that silence is more eloquent than words. So perhaps the greatest respect we can pay those whom we remember today is simply to hold them in our thoughts as we stand with one another in silence, and then go on together to build the better world that they longed for.